Hello, everyone. I am Kay, the healer's daughter. I work with people who are recovering from trauma. I assist them in guiding them back to the pieces of themselves they feel they lost to feel complete again. And I am coming to you today with the reading for the March 2026 Healing Energies. However, since the beginning of this year, we are also navigating a divide. And I will be covering that as well. As always, I start everything off with thanks. A thank you to myself for showing up. A thank you for this collective showing up. If it were not for you, I would not have a space to do my practice. And I absolutely love this practice. So thank you for showing up and providing the space. So the transition, I'm starting off with transition because, oh my goodness, I had started this video so many times and I could not transition from one sentence to the other. Like, it's almost like my thought was abruptly done and then it abruptly started again. So take that as it resonates. But first, let's go ahead and create the space so we can bring forward the channeled writing and other messages to come through. So as always, thank you. I call forward my higher self, my angels and guides, my legends and legacies, my ancestors and other beings with me on this journey. I call you forward to assist me in being a clear messenger for the healing energies for March 2026 and the divide. Please assist me with sharing messages that will assist the collective listening in navigating these times coming forward so that we can be successful and walk with pride, serving pride of what we know we are and what we can accomplish. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, so this is the furthest I've made it since all the times I've restarted this. Okay, so the first thing I wrote, I feel I need to disconnect in order to move forward. And when I channel, when I do channeled writing, I generally don't do it first person. I do it as a collective. So I'm stating that because, again, take it as it resonates. I feel there are so many little pieces of things that are kind of being trickled down that I am going to share it. It might sound like it fits in, it may not. Take it as it resonates. Okay, so again, I'm going to repeat this. Feel I have to disconnect in order to do so. I need to reflect and gain closure. So the disconnect. It is disconnecting from your old self because there is a new season starting. And this season is I feel I just need to keep saying new over and over, and I still feel like that's just isn't accurate. I don't feel we have words to phrase the level of new that's starting in March. I feel like this is something that has not happened ever. And I do feel that is very extreme to say. So again, please take this as it resonates. I feel that this is something that has not happened to humanity before. I feel the animals are familiar with this energy, but I think even to them it's new on a level. I feel because they have a better connection with their ancestry that they can more clearly understand that this change was coming. So it's not so much that they knew, but it's the openness to knowing you don't know. And I feel everyone except humans has the capability of going with this flow because they know they don't know. They know what assists them. But outside of that, they know they don't know. And I'm hearing that that's something that we need to apply moving forward as humans. And that's why this little trickle of information about animals was coming through, because we need to understand that we don't know. We know things, but we don't know everything. We can't know everything. There is so much to know and understand and retain. As humans, we truly just cannot do it. We don't have the lifespan. We don't have the time. We don't have the capacity because, no, we're not quite meant to. This is a learning phase that I've been wanting to take a sip. This is the learning phase that humanity needs to be in, because we have been, I'm seeing floating. It's like we've been getting away with doing things in such a way, and getting away with it is, it's like I feel that we've been getting away with doing something and it's been working, so we've been proceeding. But each generation has been doing that. So each generation has been getting away with doing things rather than learning and retaining knowledge to pass down. And I want to stop because I feel that's, I have to ask them some questions because I feel that's very stereotypical. So they're saying, amongst the divide happening, it's a matter of, and I've said this before, it's a matter of how you choose to move forward. Because you can have everything being thrown at you, but you still have a choice. You can choose to acknowledge everything's being thrown at you and you still have your mission and you're moving forward. Or you can forget your mission and start acknowledging the things that are being thrown at you and move forward and forget your mission. So why did I give that example? Because the stereotype is not lying on a personality or a look. The stereotype is landing on an energy. It's landing on an energy that is not interested in evolving and moving forward. And I'm asking, why are we focusing on this now? Because, okay. Because all humans are guilty of this. We all have a level of, like, this is happening to me. Why is this happening to me? And I feel that's what needs to be left behind. Because everything's happening to everyone all the time. It's a matter of what you're seeing that's happening to you. So, okay, so we're circling back to you don't know what you don't know. Give yourself compassion first and foremost for not knowing anything. Give yourself compassion for not being able to retain everything and not knowing everything. Give yourself compassion because you are not meant to. As humans, we are meant to be amongst each other. We are meant to be we are meant to be amongst a tribe. We are not supposed to be solo individuals trying to get through this life alone. And I'm stating that because everybody has something special to offer, and that's why you don't need to know everything, because you have a tribe that contributes. And what your tribe doesn't understand, you can always reach out to a people to understand. I'm pausing because I felt I was getting very passionate about it, and I asked them if there's anything I needed to share from the passion, because I also feel that that came to a very abrupt halt. Oh my goodness. Okay, they're saying to pay attention to your passions, because quite often we get into a space of, this is happening to me. I don't, just like where things are happening to you. You're getting in that space because you don't feel you can be you. You don't feel that your passion, your creativity, you don't feel the expression that's you can come forward. And due to that, everything's happening at you. Everything's happening to you. Everything is not supporting you. And that is because you are not supporting yourself and choosing yourself to honor yourself and your passion and your worth. That is not being chosen and moving forward. Instead of paying attention to this and this and this distraction, that distraction, that's where it's going, rather than focusing on you and your passions, your deliveries, your enjoyment. That's what needs to come forward. So I'm feeling the unplugging. We are truly unplugging from what did serve us. Because I'm going to state again, as humans, we were not we were not meant to retain all of this knowledge and information. Oh no, I lost why I was saying that. Okay, we were not meant to retain all this information. So we find out ways to navigate not having that information. And that is what we're leaving behind. Because what we're starting in March is, we know we don't have all of the information. And that in itself is providing a different foundation to build on. It's providing curiosity. It's providing questions. It's providing, I'm not getting a better word, but it's providing nakedness to start from something new, something fresh, something of like a rebirth. This is an opportunity to choose what you want to do. Make that a priority and move forward. And I need to state that you are going to experience setbacks. You're going to experience all of the things that you are trying to plan to not happen. And I'm stating that because you cannot stop life from happening. You can't stop the world from happening. So things are going to happen, but you need to stay focused on you and where you stand amongst it, how you decide to proceed forward with it. And I'm hearing also to proceed with compassion. Don't forget that everything you're feeling, everything you're receiving from this message, there are so many other people feeling that. So it's important to proceed with compassion, because we need to support one another. And if you don't agree with somebody and I'm sorry, nothing better is coming forward. And if you cast judgment, that judgment is now a reflection of the growth you didn't leave behind. I realize how that came out. Take it as it resonates. Yeah, okay. Here's my abrupt stop in my transition. I feel that's all that's coming forward for that message. So my next line of channeled writing, the need to literally unplug. I feel we've covered that. I feel I've already covered this, but I'm going to read it anyways. Feel we need to put in effort for things that naturally come to us. I see riding a bike, but uphill. However, you have equipped yourself with gears, so you have the tools to navigate the situation. And you have equipped yourself with training, so that your body can handle going up the hill. The next note, I feel effort is coming in strongly. So they're saying effort's coming in strongly because that's what we just talked about, was your effort in disconnecting, choosing yourself, choosing a new foundation to grow on, choosing to ask questions, choosing to filter out the answers you hear. All of this is your choice. But I feel there's a lot of effort that needs to go into that. And yes, when you're recovering from trauma, everything you do feels like it takes effort. Getting out of bed, making yourself food, getting a glass of water, just the basic things seem like such immense effort. And if this is something that you are struggling with, book a free discovery call with me, because developing a plan to be able to navigate the chaotic times when you are feeling effortless, when you are feeling the repercussions of your trauma, that is something that I specialize in. And I just also want to say life does not have to be survived. It can be lived and enjoyed. You can want to get up in the morning. You can want to crawl to the sink for a glass of water because you're so tired and laugh doing it. You know, you can make this life what you want. But it does take effort. It does not come easily. And the last thing that I wrote down was, and please forgive me, I've done research, but I don't know everything. Ma Kali was coming in very strongly, and she has been for quite some time with me. However, it is an energy and something I wanted to sit with for a while before I discussed it, because I wanted to have more knowledge before I spoke of it, but I don't yet, so here I am. But what I can share is she was a force. She was an energy of another. And when I say she was an energy of another, you can think of it, and I'm keeping it this general because I don't want to speak and give inaccurate information. You can think envision, we're not even going to use a god as an example. Envision a task. You have a task. Well, you have to do all of these things in order to complete this task. So, from my understanding, Ma Kali is something that helps the task. And I'm stating that because she is part of something so bigger, so much bigger than all of us. And she is a fighter. And I feel that's just not even a great description either. She does not give up. Falling down is part of the process. That's truly it. It's not a time to cry. It's not a time to feel like everything's happening to me. Falling down is part of the process. You get back up and you keep going. So take that as it resonates. And if she resonates with you, I highly suggest doing some research. She very much resonated with me with everything that's happening amongst this world and my desire to not give up. So I'm asking if there's anything else to come forward. So one of the stories, I guess one of the stories that I've listened to about Ma Kali is that to save, and again, I'm generalizing this, I'm very generalizing this, to save the world, she was doing a dance, and the dance ended up almost killing the world. However, she had a partner that was willing to lay himself down in front of her to stop her in hopes that she would stop. And I also want to emphasize, I'm actually going to not emphasize, I'm pulling back what I said because that is not correct. Her partner was able, I want to say he was able to navigate chaos, but that's even an understatement. He lived amongst chaos. Chaos was not chaos to him. It was simply the environment. He was the one that chose how to proceed forward in that environment. So when I say he laid himself down in front of his partner who was killing the world, that's what he laid himself down with. And once his partner stepped on him, Ma Kali, she immediately stopped. And I'm sharing that because when I asked if there was anything else that needed to be shared, I saw her dancing. But she wasn't on a mission to save the world by the energy she was utilizing at that time. She's dancing. I'm looking for the words. She's dancing to spread the light and love and joy and harmony and balance. She's dancing to establish that. This is bringing some tears to my eyes. Oh my goodness. So take that as it resonates. I feel that's all that's coming forward. I'm asking if there's anything that we can summarize that would help. That would help retain this information. They're saying no. If there's something you feel that you want to hear again, they're saying to listen again. Those are the words that were chosen. Take them as they resonate. All right, so all of the readings I do, I close them out with some light language. Because often when you hear messages and you have aha moments or you have, or you're emotional, there are gaps created. And low energy, unserving energies can find their ways in through these gaps. So when I speak the light language at the end of these videos, my intention is to heal those gaps with love, light, and Christ consciousness so that that is what grows within you. And that is also what's creates the barrier from preventing these low energies finding their way back in. All right. Don't want to knock stuff over while doing this. I'm going to speak more loudly since my mic is further away. I hope this volume is okay. All right. Oihina tasinakatapaya takasatina kapoina lataya tasanakatapona poina lataya sanatapona tasina nana poina larati taya takapoina larati takaina tasinatanaya takapoina laratina kalariti tasina kalarito poina latasina. Ohoina nina banaria tasinakapona ataya takatapona tisanati taya takusnatanaya takataina poina larati sanatapina kalarapona ataya kasinatapana ayatapoina. Ohoina inina pana ayata. Sinakadari to portionina kaleta sineta portionina manayeta casina poina. Oyana nana paina leta sinita cosuchuna mana eta kaleta sanakadapona ayata sina tika poina leta sapona oyana kadapona atea sanatika tisa portion kananata para reta sinitanina ayataya. Oyamanayata sinikapona atayata portion kanayata kupoina kidipatayata sinatayata kupoina aleta paina. Ohina na manayata sinapona yata sita yika tisanat portion in anata sinitati sanatanayata poina kaletapanayata tipoina ripana. Ohina nina pena kadeti sinatikiteya satata oyo no kotosori na dambana hayata sinatushuna pona ayatayata osinatapana. The longer I sit here, the longer Ma Kali dances, and I want to make sure you are receiving that energy. So I am feeling out when a good time to close this out. I'm hearing she is doing this dance. She has been doing this dance for quite some time. I am just now seeing it. And I'm sharing that because I can close this out, and you are going to receive the energy after I close this out, because you now have that connection with her. So there's no need for me to stay here and make sure I'm sending you this energy because you are connected to it. All right. I feel that's all that's coming forward, and I would like to thank everyone again for providing this space. And thank you. Thank you. Thank you. All right. And thank you to myself for showing up. Thank you to my higher self, my angels and guides, my legends and legacies, my ancestors and other beings with me on this journey. And I feel the need to thank Three Eye Atlas specifically. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. And in case I hadn't said during this reading, just because I had mentioned Three Eye Atlas, Three Eye Atlas is something, someone, a people, an energy, a species that I had been working with for always. And I didn't realize it until I tuned into a dream that I had about Three Eye Atlas. So when I do my readings and whatnot, a lot of the stuff that I channel is coming from them. And yeah, I just wanted to share that. So, and I also want to close out with, if any of this is something that you're struggling with, again, book a free discovery call with me. Life does not need to be survived. Even amongst all of this chaos, you still can find your joy, balance, and harmony to be able to proceed with what you want to do in this lifetime. So until next time, everyone, heal yourself to free yourself.